Want to know how you can grow your YouTube channel with 100 subscribers in less than a week time? Today I'll be showing you 4 hacks that I use to grow my YouTube channel with 100 subscribers in less than a week time. And that's with the help from these two guys, Jesse from Opportunity Investing and Alex Farkas. Okay, let's get into it. Hey, what's up you guys? Lukas here from excelwealth.com. Great that you joined in today, because in today's video, I'll be going through the 4 hacks that I use to grow my YouTube channel to over 100 subscribers in less than a week time. And of course, I didn't do it alone. Before we go into the video, of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because that's the way how we can grow our community. Okay, let's get into the video. Hack number 1, as you can see on the board, is YouTube name. It's so important. The moment I started out my YouTube channel, everybody actually said, you know, the best brand that you can have is your name. So in the beginning, what I actually had was very simple. I had my own name. I had a nice picture from a while ago, so I thought, you know, that looks fancy enough. I'll just use a name, my name. But the thing is, if you only use your name and your name is not a brand yet, just like Tony Robbins or Robert Kiyosaki, if your name does not have a certain status yet in the big world out there, then I'll tell you this, it's not gonna get any traction. It's not. Nothing's gonna happen. If I would ask you the question, do you know Dimitri Panisi? Do you know him? Well, if you're a bit familiar with his content, then yes. But if you're not, then, you know, it might be possible that people do not know you yet. But it's a great way to get to know each other the moment you're out there more. The moment you're out there and you show your name to other people and you connect a certain topic to your name, then hey, that becomes far more interesting. All of a sudden, people are like, hey, have you seen Lukas? Lukas is on finance. Lukas is on real estate. Lukas is on investing. And this is how I changed my name in the YouTube. It's not that I changed my own name, but I changed my YouTube name. The moment people see my name and my thumbnail, they're like, hey, oh, that's Lukas. He's from investing in real estate. And all of a sudden, and that becomes super clear. Change your YouTube name to something that is really related to what you talk about, because that makes it a lot easier. Okay, let's go to hack number 2. Now, hack number 2 is the obvious one. Everybody knows about this. It's a thumbnail and a title of your video. Now, the most important thing is YouTube cannot read pictures that clearly. Now, it's not that YouTube's algorithm is not based on what kind of picture you use. Therefore, your thumbnail, you know, you might be thinking, yeah, is it really important? That's what I thought. I'm a seasoned investor already. I have been doing investing for many, many years. But the thing is, I thought, you know, if the content is good enough, you know, it doesn't really matter what kind of a title you have and what kind of a thumbnail you have. Well, I'll tell you this, there are a lot of people out there who say the opposite. Because yes, what do I click on when I watch YouTube videos? Thumbnail. What do I click on when I want to watch the next video? A thumbnail. Yes, it's all based on thumbnail. So your thumbnail should, yes, have a little bit of clickbait, but on the other end, also should be explanatory and what's going to be up next in your video. So this is why your thumbnail is super important. And the title, of course, are all the words YouTube can do their algorithms on. Because the moment YouTube uses SEO, because YouTube needs to have something to grab your title and video on, and that's what they use your title for. Now, if we take a look at the thumbnails that I was using in the past, and if you take a look at the amount of views that I had on those videos compared to the videos that I have right now, having a certain emotion in your thumbnail, because that's so important. The moment you're like, yay, people are like, oh, that's something interesting that I should look at. Whereas when you're like angry, no, it's also very funny. But I'll tell you this, people are like, I don't know if I want to watch this video because of the emotion. That's why it's very important to have a good thumbnail with a very fitting title, because those two make up the perfect match. And if you take a look at my videos, that's the absolute truth. Hack number 3 is, of course, description, as you can see over here. Now, description of your YouTube video, I noticed in the beginning that when I didn't have any descriptions, YouTube would never be able to grab my algorithms, because YouTube wouldn't be able to say what my video was about. YouTube doesn't check your whole video and think, okay, what's in the video, and lets you see what happens in the video. What is far more interesting is the moment you use a search engine, because YouTube is a search engine in the end, with videos as a result. The moment you have a search engine with all the words in it, it's very important. Where does YouTube get their words from? Well, that's from your description. If you have a good description, it's very interesting. There are a lot of people who click on videos but don't really watch your videos. If I check out my channel and take a look at how much people actually watch my videos, it's somewhere between 10 and 20%. That's like, if I shoot a whole video of 10 minutes, like this one for you, people just tend to watch 1 or 2 minutes. And, I get that. But if you really want to give value to your audience, so why not put the content of your whole video in the description? But of course summarize, because you can only use 5,000 characters. If you summarize your content in the description, people can actually just scroll down and at least read it if they wanted to. But the interesting part is this: YouTube only shows you the first 2 or 3 lines. And that's the interesting part. Have the most important stuff at the beginning of the description. The moment you search on YouTube for a certain topic, like the how to invest, for example, the first 2 lines are always about how to invest. And that's the way how YouTube can find your videos and show it to other people, like, hey, this is a how to invest video. And of course, if you want YouTube's SEO focusing more on your videos, have the description complete. Use all words like passive income or passive investing or active invest. There are all kinds of ways if you want to have more traction on your channel. So description is super important for YouTube's SEO. Now the hack number 4 is the most important one that I want to share with you. Now hack number 4 is creating your own community. Now I'll tell you this, now there are a lot of people on YouTube who helped me out grow my own channel, of course, because in the end, I can be a seasoned investor and I can have great content, and I may have learned how to shoot videos and tell my story in front of a camera and write it down here on a whiteboard. But I'll tell you this, if you don't have an audience, if you don't have your own community, in the end, it's just like you talking to a camera and nobody's watching you. This is why the best tip that I got from Jesse from Opportunity Investing and Alex Farkas is, hey, why not just go out there and talk to other people? Why not go out there and find similar topics? People who are talking about the same topic as well, just like you. I'm talking about investing, I'm talking about personal finance, I'm talking about real estate. I looked up these kinds of people. And these people helped me grow my channel as well. I checked their videos out. I watched their videos. I tracked all the tips and tricks that they actually gave me. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, that's a good way to talk about. Oh, I know something about this topic as well. And I have my own story. So I would like to share my story to these people. This is how I grew my channel as well. The first thing is, what I did is Jesse came up to my channel. He actually was one of the first few people who left a comment on my channel. And I was like, who's this guy? That's a cool guy. You know what? I'll just watch his videos. Now, he didn't have tons of videos, but the videos that he shot were great. I loved it. And then there was Alex Farkas, also one of the few first who actually came across my channel. He said, hey, you know what? I'll be your 23rd subscriber. I was like, dude, I only asked my own family and friends to subscribe. And he was one of the first strangers who actually subscribed to my channel, which was super cool. So yeah, that's a great way to actually just connect to your own community. And all of a sudden I thought, like, you know what? Alex actually shot a video on what he did when he actually visited 100 channels, which was a great idea. I loved the content. So what I did was like, you know what? I'll do the same thing. I'll just connect to the people who are in the same theme just like I am. And this is how I got to a list of people. So for example, this is why I mentioned Dimitri Panisi, one of those great YouTubers out there who have great content on finance as well. And then we've got Monika from Mind Leaves. Oh, I love her content and the way how she brings stuff. Just love it there. And then we've got Alex Peroff, another Alex, of course. Great guy. I love the style. I love what he does. And that's a great idea because, you get your own inspiration from all those people as well. And then we've got Mr. Leong, doing business with Mr. Leong. I love that guy. He's like, take a look at my amateur videos. But the content is great. I just love the content. It's fun to watch him as well. And then we've got somebody called Jay Fairbrother. I love his name. His surname is great, Fairbrother. And I like his videos, like he's sitting there in his room. The video quality is just great. I love that. And the content is good as well. Love the content, man, Jay. Thank you very much, man. And then we've got June from Finance 101. Now, the first time I watched his channel, I was like, Finance 101. So he's teaching us on finance. It's like, yeah, but I kind of want to connect to you. So just say your name, like June from Finance 101. And I think it was one of those videos that he actually mentioned his own name, which was like, oh, that's a dude's name. So this is why I always do my introduction. Now, although you might be a returning viewer or a new time viewer, I always tend to mention my name and always let the name flow in at the bottom. So June, if you could do so, yeah, that would be absolutely helpful. Oh yeah, and then I came across Cat Ann from Cat Ann Finance. I'll tell you this, she's a great YouTuber. She has got great content. I love her channel. She is going to purchase a mic very soon so that the quality of her sound is going to be better as well. I just watched her channel. She had like 23 subscribers. Like, we got to do something about it. She has to grow her channel. We got to help her out grow her channel because she's got great content. She's got great videos, and I love looking at her, which sounds a bit awkward maybe, but not in a stocky way, I suppose. But yes, she's got great content. You should absolutely check her channel out as well. And then, of course, we've got France, whose name is a country, and yet she lives in the US. And she was surprised that I was from the Netherlands. And that's also a great thing because she's got great content on personal finance and debt loan off payments because she's doing a great job and also being a healthy girl. Thank you very much. And actually, these are the 4 hacks that I wanted to share with you. The YouTube name, have a good YouTube name. Be sure to have a brand next to the name that you created, of course. Have a great thumbnail. Everybody knows that, of course, right? And have a description box. Have the description. Be very clear in your description. And of course, create your own community. Because if you don't create your own community, who is ever going to watch you and who's ever going to respect the content that you're sharing with them? Okay, thank you very much for watching today's video. Of course, if you liked the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you want to be notified every time a new video comes out, be sure to hit that notification bell as well. And that's the way how we can grow our community together. Just like that and together with you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next time. Happy investing. Bye-bye.